How we doing, guys? This finished Sporting Lisbon 2, Arsenal 2, and we got to be happy with that as we take them back for the return leg to the Emirates. So, like I said, it's finished Sporting Lisbon 2, Arsenal 2, and do you know what? It's a decent enough result, and we're going to have to take that as a positive and look at the fact that we will take them back to the Emirates next week. It was a bit of a mixed bag, the game, to be honest with you. There was a lot of spells within the game where I was watching and I was thinking, you know what, we're actually doing all right. We're actually playing well, we're controlling it, and we looked very dangerous. And then there were moments in the game where it looked like we were hanging on. And yeah, it's kind of a weird one in a way. I think that, you know, the changes ultimately were going to mean that we were maybe not at, you know, our usual fluid self, and there might be a few little, you know, moments within the game. And yeah, I think the first goal, I still can't pronounce his name. I'm still trying to get, you know, the gist of it. I have seen your messages, don't worry. But yeah, he ducks, and then, you know, Turner doesn't really cover himself in glory either. He doesn't come out and clear it. And I'm just looking at that and I'm thinking, that's not too great. And even, you know, Sporting Lisbon's second goal, I look at that and I was thinking to myself, you know, he's got spun on there. And, you know, Lisbon player's got the wrong side of him. And I'm thinking, yeah, that's not great. But listen, it's his first, you know, senior performance for the club. So you've got to look at it in that context and say, yeah, it's kind of got it out of the way and it's over and done in many respects. So that's kind of a positive. But yeah, there was just so many kind of underwhelming performances. I think that Vieira actually didn't do too bad. I know he's very easy to criticise and some of his performances have been, you know, poor of late, shall we say. But I actually thought he done okay. I thought a lot of the way that he played and, you know, some of his passing and the delivery in the final third was really good. So, yeah, I'm not going to single him out as a person. I thought that Reiss Nelson couldn't get into the game. It looked very obvious that he was told to stay out wide. But the ball just never really went out to him. I'd say if there's one real concern for me, it's the use of Bukayo Saka and Martinelli. Now, Martinelli himself, he didn't look bad, you know, by the end of the game. But, you know, Bukayo Saka looked absolutely shattered, as did Ben White as well. Zinchenko played about an hour. And there was a point when Lisbon went 2-1 ahead where we were on the ropes and, you know, they went through and could have made it 3-1. And then we get very, very fortunate with the equaliser. Granit Xhaka's trying to, you know, make a incisive pass, takes a massive deflection and goes in. I'd say the other positive as well is that Sporting Lisbon picked up a couple of yellow cards, which means they're missing a couple of their key players for the return leg next week. So that's a bonus if you're going to look at a positive from the game. And yeah, I just think overall it was just a bit of a weird one. Martinelli nearly scored, you know, what would have been one of the greatest goals of the season. The run from the halfway line and everything else, it was just immense, but it wasn't to be. But yeah, I'm looking at some of those performances and, you know, Jorginho was steady, done what he had to do. Smithrowe, when he came on, wasn't really able to, you know, get too involved. I think that once we brought it to 2-2, Mikel Arteta made some changes. Gabriel came on at centre-back, and then Thomas Partey came on. And then we looked very comfortable, and we were just dictating. We were not under any threat. I do genuinely believe that we will take care of business at the Emirates. I don't think that Sporting Lisbon are a great side, and I'm not being disrespectful to them. So, you know, if there's anyone watching this video that's a Sporting Lisbon fan, please don't take too much disrespect into that comment. I'm just saying in comparison, yeah, I just didn't really rate them, and I think they are where they are you know, in their league, which is 4th, for a reason. And the reason why they're nearly 20 points behind from the top is because they've not had a great season. So, yeah, I saw enough in that game, given the fact that we made 6 changes, for me to say, yeah, you know what, we'll be able to go and do something at the Emirates. And it's just going to be very interesting to, you know, see what we do with the team lineup and everything. We've obviously got to go and worry about Fulham on Sunday. We're going to have a lot of players that will be fine for that game because, you know, they wouldn't have been involved. The likes of Odegaard, you know, Zinchenko played an hour, Partey played 20 minutes, Granit Xhaka will be fine, Gabriel played 20 minutes, Saliba will be all right, you know, Ramsdale will come back in goal. So I think we'll be fine in that respect. But yeah, it's what we do for the return leg, because obviously next week, you know, after the game on the Thursday, we play a Premier League game, and it's the last Premier League game because of the international break. And Man City are actually not playing in the league that weekend because they have an FA Cup quarter final to play. So, you know, as long as we beat Fulham, and if for argument's sake Man City win at the weekend as well, then we can go into the international break and go into April 8 points clear at the top of the Premier League. And I know I'm looking way ahead of myself here and whatnot, but I'm just kind of, yeah, looking ahead and just thinking, what will Mikel Arteta do? It's just going to be very interesting to see what he does. But listen, at the end of the day, I'm looking at that and I'm thinking to myself, it's 2-2. We've made 6 changes. It's one of those results that you look at and you kind of say, yeah, you know what, I'll take it. It is what it is. We move on. We've got bigger things to be worrying about. And yeah, we go home and concentrate on the game against Fulham at the weekend. So pretty much that's it. Can't say much more than that, really. So listen, let me know in the comment section what you think. Do you agree or disagree? What do you think of the performance? Do you think it's a good result or a bad one? And what do you think will happen in the return leg? If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button, smash a like on this video, and I will see you lot soon. I'm out of here.